fuck the international break is over. Honestly, I think the only thing in football more annoying than international breaks is AFTV's tie.
A lot of leagues of
Arsenal, Man United are a much bigger team.
They are a bigger team.
Man United will always be a bigger club than Arsenal, and they're a better team right now.
I don't know about that.
Man United are a much bigger team than Arsenal.
And you're saying that, okay, Jay.
Ty, come on, behave.
No, okay then. So you're saying that Manchester United are bigger always or bigger now?
Man United will always be a bigger club than Arsenal.
Always, no, but if they're big, yeah, so they're a bigger team than us, but yet, who has won a trophy recently? We've won the FA Cup. What is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer won? Even though in the Alex Ferguson arena, era with Roy Keane and Gary Neville and Paul Scholes dominating, we won the league at Old Trafford.
That's got nothing to do. You're missing me points.
If they're so
Man United are a bigger club than Arsenal. They are now. They always will be, and they always have been. End of story.
I just had a little watch of that on the overlap before I got down to making this video, and I swear to God, when a former Liverpool player is having to defend Manchester United Football Club from a comment, you know that comment must be fucking dumb. Anyway, if you haven't watched it, check it out. It was an interesting show. Just try your best to persist when Ty comes on, because fuck me, that Whopper is like a meme come to life. Anyway, the Premier League is back, and up this weekend is Watford away. Watford are currently sitting 15th in the league with 7 points, and they also haven't won any of their previous 3 games.
Easy peasy, right?
Now, obviously, we're going into this game on the back of what has to go down as one of the greatest Premier League games of all time. That 2-2 draw against City was one of the greatest spectacle of football I think I've ever seen. I wasn't even that gutted when we didn't win the game. I mean, look, I was gutted, don't get me wrong, but Jesus, the quality on show in that game. I found myself enjoying it as a general fan of football, as much as I was nervous watching it as a Liverpool fan. What I really loved after the game was all the pundits in general in agreement that the earlier predictions about Chelsea United kind of joining the title race now has been more or less silenced. Liverpool and City have reaffirmed their status as the top 2 teams in this country by some distance, and have set the standard that any would-be pretenders to their duel for the title have to try and match.
2.5 somersaults with 2.5 twists.
I mean, I've said repeatedly, despite other pundits and other fan channels of other clubs claiming Man United might finish above Liverpool or Chelsea might finish above Liverpool, and that while City are still favourites, it's more of a top 4 now. No, not in my opinion. They lack respect for Liverpool, in my opinion, and with those assumptions. Last season wasn't a true reflection of this Liverpool squad. We suffered a freak injury crisis that lasted almost a full season, but the fact we still started and ended well and finished a solid 3rd despite this crisis should have been the indicator to what our team will be capable of when they're all fit again, and now we've proved it. As far as I'm concerned now, it's game on between us and City. And Chelsea United, while have definitely improved, have still got a little bit further to go before they're at the level us and City showed in that game last out.
These guys come from legend, they're basically gods.
But as for this game this weekend, again, it's on the back of an international break, but God, after that City game, I wish we did not have that break, because the lads must have been so amped up after that City game. Fatigue just wouldn't have been an issue. But unfortunately, yes, the lads have gone off on an international break, and that has caused us a few problems for this game, to say the least. First of all, we're going to be without Jota, who was injured on his international duties, while more concerning is Alisson and Fabinho are also likely to be out, as they're playing Uruguay at Friday 1:30 AM our time, so they won't be back and recovered in time.
You must have been at the top of your fucking class.
This is exactly why I hate international breaks. There's nothing more frustrating in this world than our lads coming back injured or unavailable from internationals. This takes me back to when we had Daniel Sturridge. Do you remember, like, during that period after Suarez left and we were dead reliant on him to have any chance up front, and the cunt got injured on an international break. Then he'd recover and have a couple of goals just in time for the next international break, and then he'd get injured all over again. Honestly, nothing pisses me off in this world more than our boys getting injured on international duties. But anyway, it's happened. Not much we can do about it now. We just have to rely on who we've got left.
We'll make do.
Thankfully, Watford aren't coming into this game in any good form. They've not won any of their last 3 games, and we're even dumped out of the League Cup by Stoke. And having watched those 3 games in preparation for this video, one thing that's consistently stood out for me from them was their defence looked really shaky and error-prone, and Ben Foster's had to bail them out time and time again. I think this disorganised mess gives our front 3 carte blanche to run riot in this game. And while Ben Foster deserves respect, Mo Salah, with the form he's in, won't have any problem against anyone. This game should be an easy win for Liverpool. The only concerns I have are that it's early kick-off right after an international break, and while the majority of our lads have been off on international duty, most of Watford's lads haven't, and they'll all be fresh for this game. Add to that their home advantage, and this sort of puts us at a disadvantage to them, but I think we should be able to overcome this anyway and come out comfortable winners. So what's my predictions for the game? Well, my starting 11, I'm going for Kelleher in goal, Trent, Van Dijk, Matip, Robertson at the back, Henderson, Milner and Jones in midfield, and up front, Mane, Firmino and Salah. Now, obviously Kelleher is in while Alisson is out, but it wouldn't surprise me if this was switched for Adrian. I just think Kelleher, because I think it seems he's getting groomed to be future number 1, whereas Adrian is more the backup choice. If this were a big Champions League game, I'd have picked Adrian for the experience, but as it's Watford, it's a perfect opportunity for experience for the young keeper. Trent's back from injury, that was announced the other day, so he's going straight in. Robbo and Van Dijk, obvious choices, and I'm picking Matip though, because I'm sick of predicting Gomez and constantly getting it wrong.
You are literally too stupid to insult.
Now, you might be surprised I'm putting Milner in midfield and not Keita. He had a mare against City, there's no doubt. Foden absolutely just destroyed him, and as we all know, I think Klopp will want him to get back out there and get some confidence back. And with Fabinho being unavailable and it's only Watford we're playing, I think he'll play that deeper defensive role, which is his comfort zone. He should be able to handle it perfectly well, no running required, and allow Hendo and Young Curtis to carry on smashing it as they have been doing lately, which is why I'm going to have Milner in there, because it would just be a chance for him to get his confidence back and be in his comfort zone. Up front picks itself with Jota being out injured, but I'm kind of glad as these three haven't really found their mojo yet this season. Salah's obviously smashing it, but and Mane's having good games, and Firmino, again, last out he scored 2 goals. But as a trio, I hate to admit it, but Gary Neville's been right in his assessment of them three on Sky. Something just isn't the same with these three. They're not as prolific and frightening as a trio. Individually they're doing okay, but as a trio, they're not the same as they have been in the past few seasons. I hope they have a good game and get some chemistry going between them this weekend, because although individually, like I said, they're all having their moments and they're all smashing it and everything, but as a trio though, there's just something not quite right about them all together, and I hope they can figure it out and get their team ethic back as a trio for this.
Do it.
So what's my prediction on the score? I'm going for a 3-0 Liverpool win, but it'll be a cagey start and we won't finish the game off until late, now, in my opinion anyway. We're still vastly superior to this Watford team, and the bumbling disorganisation of their back line I've seen in their previous games tells me Liverpool's front three just simply have to turn up and it'll be like a lion raping a sheep. The only reason I think it'll be a tough game overall is that it's the early kickoff right on the back of an international break, and almost our entire squad has been away, whereas almost none of theirs have, and if you couple that with their home advantage, it just makes it a tricky game for us, this does. But I still have complete confidence in our superiority to them, and if we play to our best, we'll eventually shake it off and get the comfortable win. But what do you guys think? Do you reckon I'm giving the international break a bit too much emphasis, or do you reckon the boys might be more fatigued and knocked from it than I've given them credit for? Also, if there's any injury news I've obviously missed or got wrong, please feel free to share. Let me know in the comments below. If you like the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm a new channel at this point, so any and all interactions are very much appreciated. If you're already subscribed, thanks again for your support and contributions in the comment section. It really is class seeing some of you guys come back and comment time and again. I do hope more can do so in the future, and more people can have a good laugh together on this ride that we call football. I'd love to know what you think of the new logo as well, by the way. Decided to make some good use of the break by changing a few things. As always though, leave a comment below, and hopefully next time we're here we're all happy with another 3 points in our march to the title. Take care lads and lasses, and I'll see you all after the game. Ta-ra.